What's going on? It's your boy Hustle Simmons, man. Checking in with my family, ECSports.
You know who you're messing with? Do you know who you're messing with?
Coffee strong?
Yeah.
Coffee strong.
Like
We're live, ECSports,
live on TV.
everywhere. We're simulcast right now. Wherever you need to find us, we're here. That's Dion. I'm Ricky.
Kool-Aid maker.
Kool-Aid maker in the background, and of course we got Warren on the sound controls. Thank y'all for hopping in and joining us this week. Crazy sports week, as everyone knows. It's fantasy football playoff time. We would be remiss to give y'all an update on how the ECSports fantasy football page is going. We gotta tell it for the official TV audience. We gave everybody else the behind the scenes, right?
Okay.
So with this being our first week, I really just snuck week of the playoffs.
Oh,
Really just snuck by in a 2-point victory, but we are moving on to the semifinals. Thank the Lord for that. Disappointing news. Last time we left you guys, Dion needed a little bit of help from who was our player. It doesn't matter. He is
Stephon Diggs.
Who
Who killed this week, and Drew Brees dropped 82. At least when I didn't need it.
It was a little too late, so Dion unfortunately did not make the playoffs. Thoughts on the season as a whole?
Fuck the season.
Okay.
I'll see you next year. More money, more problems.
What would you have changed about how you managed
Drafting
your team?
Le'Veon Bell.
That's fair. You
I
are not
will
alone
never
on that.
cheat. Drafting Le'Veon Bell, he will never see a team that I have ever again. Ever.
That's strong.
He's a bum.
But it brings up a great
He's a
point,
bum.
man. Everybody that has played
his team
fantasy
sucks.
for an extended amount of time, they draft players that they get to a point with, I'm never going to touch. Never. I don't care. I'm never going to draft him again. Do you have anyone else that you felt like that about?
This year?
Or just in general?
I used to
AJ
win.
Green's a good one.
AJ Green.
He pisses off a lot of
people. He's been
people.
on my teams for 5 straight years. Won't see me again.
See?
Sorry. Back in the day, Percy Harvin.
Oh my
was a
God.
fucking monster.
That's an amazing
You know
one.
why? Because he ran the ball too. But no, So I need that type of player.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm looking forward to next year because it's going to come quick. Good luck to you. And,
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Former co-host Anthony D'Amato he's got to buy somehow.
Yeah, he got to buy. Drew, our
is
friend of
still
the
in
show, is still
However,
in it.
he's playing our West Coast correspondent, Danny.
Who you'll
Danny
hear from
has
later.
two players going tonight. I believe it's Saquon and Carson Wentz, who I threw in the garbage earlier this year because he's a bum.
I got Carson.
He's about down 50, so he has a chance.
We'll see. That's an exciting game
And
for
then
him.
there's Wally's World, one of my closer friends, my college roommate, Gino, who's looking forward to beating you. He's not a fan of your mouth.
That's
A-okay.
So, hey,
just thought you should know that.
What is fantasy football without the proper shit talkers?
Yeah.
I like to play a role. I play a role at work. I play a role in my household. I play a role in fantasy football, and that is the pain in everyone's ass. Will I take some L's? Absolutely. Hey, Dion beat me once this year.
He's got the library.
Dylan beat me twice this year. But at the end of the day, they are waving bon voyage to me as I float off into playoff land. And that's okay. That is what sports is about. Like I told you guys last week, Dion and Danny, I'm taking them both out for ice cream. I'm going to find the sign that says ice cream for ice cream, especially when I'm eliminated from fantasy. And we're going to send that picture for y'all for our ECSports holiday greeting cards. With that said, we hope everybody has a very safe Christmas, holidays. Don't do anything stupid out there. Moving on.
Is your drink good, at least?
It's okay.
Beverage?
It's okay. You know, my coffee's a little cold, but, you know, that's fine.
Yeah, you need to get it served cold when you're the person you are.
Quick little note. I took a trip this week.
Okay.
I got some. I took a trip out to Utah for some work. We got some footage of the Energy Smart Arena, the Vivint Smart Home Arena in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Vivint.
Yeah.
Why does that sound familiar? I like a TV.
Vizio.
Okay. I thought you said Vivint.
Vivient.
Vivient.
VIVI and yeah, some along those lines. But
we went there.
it was interesting. It was a unique place. Utah has a very strict alcohol policy. Really? You step into a restaurant, sit down, order a drink, order whatever drink you want. 12 out of the 13 beers were 4% alcohol.
Oh, so
they dumb everything down.
Why?
That's how they get down. That's state law.
Wait, so you can have like a Bud Light?
Yeah, you can have a 4% Bud Light.
Wait, so they mess with beer? How?
I actually talked to somebody who was a former distributor. They just get a special batch sent out to Utah.
I know exactly why they do it too.
Why?
No, because what you talked about with the elevation level and the pollution in the air, they can't have people out there drunk like that.
Fun fact, Utah is one of the most air polluted cities in the United States.
Yeah.
Why?
Because they are pretty much, the town is in a ditch surrounded by mountains. Air has nowhere to go. So it just sits there. Look up inversion. I took a couple of pictures. We'll share. We'll get some footage. Look that up. Not the best for people with asthma.
I won't be headed over.
Not the greatest. But the game was cool. The fans were very intense, especially sober. So partly concerning. But you know that's all good. You know, smart fans.
By the way. Still making Kool-Aid.
Yes, we are at Kool-Aid count. Warren, can we have a little ticker with a little timer with the Kool-Aid man? That's how long it's taken for this Kool-Aid to get finished.
The Kool-Aid ticker.
The Kool-Aid count. But you know, Lakers picked up the victory. Cool time. ECSports West. My first ECSports West little pit stop. More to come. Next week, Dion, I was going to bring this up offline.
Everyone's coming home.
Everybody's coming home.
So you're gonna bring this up?
Yeah. We have an interesting game next week.
Hi, gorgeous. I'm listening.
Bucks Lakers in Milwaukee.
Okay.
Next Thursday. Would you be interested?
How can we go? Hi. How can we go?
With our hard-earned American dollars.
All right. How much?
They're about 175.
Yeah.
That's why I was kind of just like,
it's Christmas season.
Right. Sometimes you gotta spoil yourself. So we'll talk about that more. More to come on that. Maybe we'll take an ECSports field trip out for an exciting.
Are they Bulls done? Because that's free.
No.
They're not?
Wait, what'd you say?
Are the Bulls done in Milwaukee?
No, I don't even think they've been up to Milwaukee yet.
Yeah, they've been.
Okay, so they've been up to Milwaukee.
Yeah, recently.
Recently.
Are the Bucks really 18-3?
Yeah. They're probably more than, yeah.
They're not a super team.
No. Bucks are cold. We saw it. We saw it in person. Giannis kind of different. You see what he did to my boy Julius Randle?
Okay, let's go.
They do. He pretty much turned him around at the top of the 3-second circle, and just dunked on his life. It's very concerning that someone that size is so swift and so.
I saw what he did to Vince.
Yeah, which was not nice.
No, Vince is 42.
That was a little disrespectful.
He's in that age range where he's done, and he just did that to him. So,
I'm glad we passed the. I'm glad we got done with our fantasy talk. They coming at your head talking about playoffs.
Oh, who? Who's coming at my head?
I can't read sideways. Young top options. You got options.
Oh, you got options.
Young.
Oh, that's my barber's punk ass. You got options, barber.
That's it. You top options, but
Hello, Twan. There's no need to talk. He's a very big Baltimore fan.
Okay.
He's won like 19 straight bets again. Did I pay you? The last one?
Bragging. Okay.
I had
bill check.
San Francisco.
Bet check.
And if I didn't pay you, My bad. I'll pay you.
Add it to the next.
I can
to the next cut.
I'll be there tomorrow though. Bum.
How often you get?
How
often you get cut up?
My beard? Weekly. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'll give him the schedule. I actually have it since I had to get it from someone else. Probably weekly.
Okay.
Unless I have a bet. Then I don't want to hear his mouth, so I'll go like week and a half.
Okay. You might extend it a couple more days.
Yeah, he works at a friend of the show, Erskine Reeves shop. Yeah.
More to come.
Yeah, you'll hear about that soon. But yeah, it's a one and a half week.
Okay. I'm not there yet. I'm still working on the 2-week thing.
Yeah, I saw
last time before the show, you were like, "Are you growing the fro?"
Got a hater in the building.
What did you say?
Good friend of mine, Lance Garnett.
Wow.
Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah, man. We won't speak that on air. Blasphemy.
Okay.
So
then he did the pH so he can get it on TV.
Right, just so it could show up as little pop-up bubbles.
Yeah, he's
Is there any way to overlay our comments on top of our shows as they just pop up? So all y'all who talking any talk, welcome to the show. We'll put y'all in the credits.
Your ass.
And so,
but then honestly, we're a very free speech type of show.
Yeah,
so you can
say what you gotta say.
What did Eddie say? Fuck. You can say it.
I feel like it hurts Danny to curse sometimes.
I can tell. He's like, do we really have to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Can we say screw?
Yeah.
Or...
Dylan, real quick.
Yeah.
Can you just say a couple words about a lost young artist today while we sign off from this first segment?
Rest in peace to Juice WRLD,
Mm-hmm.
one of the young legends that failed to live on past 21.
That was X2, right?
X and Lil Peep.
Yeah. Yep. Hold on, one more. Little Peep died too?
Yeah,
I heard about that.
Mm-hmm.
One more. Rest in peace to your team. I said it, so you guys.
Rest in peace to Mac Miller too, and rest in peace to my team and his team.
Yeah, Taco Tuesday. Oh, he said just kidding.
Not really. Anyway,
ECSports.
We'll be right back.
Oh, right. He was saying, okay.
Yeah.
He said Juice WRLD's.
All right, well, see, that's even better than we
were.
I
thought he was saying Kobe.
Welcome back.
I said young legend.
We said young legend. That's like a difference in these kids' world.
Okay.
So.
Sure. All right.
Oh, okay.
We're back.
Smart
ECSports. Let's
look what he said.
Okay. All right. Then that's real.
Yeah,
now that's a real comment.
That's
We're gonna take all that back. All right, we're good, Lance. I like the way you get down.
Trubisky. We're gonna get.
Speaking of the Bears, Dion, the Bears made the Cowboys look like a fledgling team this past Thursday. They moved on. Go ahead.
Michael, expound. Then I'll go. We'll go ahead.
Yeah. They move on now, needing a little bit of help to get into the playoffs. They trail the Minnesota Vikings by 2 games with 3 games left in the season. The Bears have the Packers in Lambeau. Then they play the Chiefs. Then they play the Vikings. You need the Vikings to lose one of those games, and then you need the Bears to beat the Vikings last game of the season to slide into that 6th seed to face, who's the number 1 seed? The 49ers for sure, right? Which I would think would be an interesting game, especially in some warmer weather, right? But with that said, Dion, Mitch Trubisky comes off of another strong game. I don't think there's any other way to put it.
Against Dallas, bro.
Okay, Dallas had playoff hopes as well too, right? They were both 500 teams trying to fight their way in, and Mitch made it seem like Dak was the inferior quarterback. My question to you is 2-part. First of all, do you see the Chicago Bears actually making the playoffs this year? And secondly, has Mitch Trubisky done enough to the front office to earn himself longer time?
Unfortunately, with losses that they shouldn't have, I just don't see it happening. I do see a upset win coming. I think Kansas City might see.
Kansas City don't play defense.
They don't. And all we have to do is play it and see what happens. But the Bears messed up. I mean, they're in the point where they messed some stuff up. Mm-hmm. So unless a miracle happens, I just don't see that formulating. And, of course, Chicago's going to do that. Why would they want to spice things up.
Yeah.
Or get something out here, at least get some competition in. I beg for that because dude gets hurt every time.
Yeah.
He hasn't played 16 games. Get some competition. Some people think Cam Newton's a backup now.
Wow.
So why not bring him in and see if he's a real backup? Because his coach is gone. He obviously want to move in a different direction. This dude consistently brings up Teddy Bridgewater. So, in the words of my buddy Lance, Mitch is still a bum. I'm not fooled he is. Why don't you answer your own questions?
If we could just recall
Oh, it looks like G. Wally's on your
our preseason predictions.
There's no need to go there.
Had the Bears
There's no need to go
as
there.
a 9-7
You're
football
lying.
team. 9-7, 10-6.
Bro.
You had them winning how many games?
I had him 12-4, yeah.
12-4. You believe
You had him
in Mitch
11-5.
more than me.
You had them 11-5.
Well,
why are you disregarding
It wasn't
that?
12 wins. It wasn't 12 wins.
What
so
episode
the
was that,
belief
bro?
in Mitch Trubisky, you had it. You had it going into game one. Then it took a nosedive and it has not recovered. See, when you fly Ricky Airlines, you go up and yes, there can be some turbulence. And I've been down on Mitch, but he's been playing. He's been playing well. So I'm up a little bit. I'm not saying that I'm cruising at altitude
Just in
with the
case you
Wi-Fi
guys
out.
are wondering, all of our episodes are available on ECSports.net.
Pull him up. You
You
tell
can
us
see from episode.
Dion's excitement
Not sure
in
but
the
we
Bears
got to
season.
mention
You will see
ECSports.net just to see that this dude doesn't tell the truth.
You will see Dion's over the moonness, just ecstaticness for the Bears season this year.
You were a game behind.
I was a game more pessimistic than you.
Okay,
At the end of the day.
Yeah, so fuck them. They are a little more.
I get to enjoy my Sundays.
Yeah, they're a little more easier to watch. They just played Thursday, so they got that out of the way. Now let's see what they can do. Tough game coming up.
Up in Lambeau. But Mitch has won in Lambeau.
Yes.
So, this is the weird thing. The Bears don't have their first round pick this year, as Danny, our correspondent,
Always lets us know, and I'm sure he'll talk about again. In his
Raiders
2-minute
fans, yeah.
warning.
Raiders fans are not cheering for the Bears.
No, whatsoever.
So, it's not like the Bears
Speaking
need
of
to
the
be
Bears,
tanking
you
for any
asked
reason. So,
A question: where's Khalil Mack?
yeah, I don't have my phone. Warren, can I see your phone real quick? Can I see your phone? I gotta make a phone call. Excuse me. Sorry. Yeah, Khalil Mack, please. Oh, he's not there? Okay. Okay, can you leave a message? The voice box is full.
Oh.
Okay. Well, can you take down a message for me?
Hmm.
Okay. So this is Ricky, and I just wanted to say,
Ricky
Khalil,
from
we
where?
know you are one of the most dominant edge rushers in the NFL. I just got to let you know,
Fuck is
man,
Ricky?
if you are okay, if you are alive and well, let us know, dog. Just give us a ping, hit us up, ECSports TV,
Shout us out, Rick.
EC.sports,
Khalil.
EC.sports.
What?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
ECSports.net. You can get everything.
And then ECSports.net, Khalil. We just want to know that you're okay. Hit us up when you get this back. This is Dion and Rick.
Number 2,
All right. Bye.
coffee. Gotta get that.
There you go. Sorry, just had to make a call real quick. So you were saying where Khalil Mack was?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. We do this thing where we expect the most dominant edge rushers to rack up a bazillion tackles and a bazillion sacks a week and completely disregard that. They're getting game planned out the game by opposing offense coordinators. Like, I'm sure if we went deep dive into the film, Khalil Mack has 2 and 3 people on him at a time. It's just, there's still, if you're the most dominant edge rusher, the first time that they put single coverage on you, you make them pay.
Yes.
Right? So, Khalil, we love you. We would hope you would be a friend of the show. I just want to hear from you a little bit more, man. It's hard to be friends when we don't hear from you.
True.
We reach out, we don't hear back on Thursdays or Sundays and sometimes
Sounds
Mondays.
familiar. Reach out and don't hear back.
Let that one sit for a second.
Take a sip on that. Shout out Jason Goff. What was I gonna say? Oh, my guy Mike had mentioned Chris Paul and snitching. What is he talking about?
Warren, how much time do we have?
45 seconds.
45 seconds. We'll save it for the. We'll bring it in after the break.
Okay.
But NBA season, man. Is there any team that you were just surprised about? I know you talked about it before the show.
Honestly, I'm surprised with the Bulls in the East. No, seriously, I'm not trying to be funny. I thought they would be way better.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, this is the East.
And it's not like the East has gotten better.
No.
Like the top 4 teams are still good, but the rest are still
Booty.
not good.
And bootylicious in a bad way.
Like
booty meat is still good though.
Like booty meat,
Ass.
like that shaking itself on the Jumbotron during a Staples Center's game when there are children in the arena and you want to wear a assless chapped shirt, ma'am.
Well, she's feeling good as hell.
Bro, I haven't seen that much crack since New Jack City. ECSports, we'll be right back. Little Bulls talk, man. We have to do it. We cover the Chicago Bulls.
Yes.
Oh, don't let us forget. We gotta have time for Danny's good stuff.
Yeah, it's not juice though. He said have this.
We are following the team. Actually, while we're fresh into the segment, I just have to point out the decoration. This is very festive. This is a beautiful table cloth that goes on the table. These are sparkly red snowflakes that is now on my mock turtleneck for the next 2.5 weeks.
Yes. We have a backdrop.
We have a backdrop
Christmas
of
candles.
what looks like, to me, Noel.
Yes.
And I'm not even completely sure what all comes with that. So there's
My
some
wife
behind
is-
Warren that's doing its
There's a
thing too.
wreath. My wife is very festive at Christmas. We have a very large Christmas tree over
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Foyer.
Bro, they went Christmas vacation style.
Totally.
Like,
So,
this is the Black
He says
Chevy
next
Chase.
game. I like that. So we just watched Gremlins the other day. You guys see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Daughter
Yes.
loved it.
Man, that's the perfect age, right?
Exactly. Y'all saw Gremlins.
So, all right, to turn things a little down, but we'll try to turn into a positive on the EC Sports Show. The Chicago Bulls have really disappointed Dion this year.
Okay.
There was
You
talks
haven't been there?
of play. Well, the disappointed is a point of view.
Okay.
The Bulls, for all intents and purposes, are being the Chicago Bulls. Winning.
When we were at the beautiful Advocate Center with a, by the way, I rewatched our minute-long photo shoot video. It was a nice video.
Yeah, it was a good video.
It was a nice video.
It was a good video.
But what did they say at the press conference? Who said it? Was it John Paxson or Jim Boyle?
Which one looks like a Muppet?
No comment. I'm just asking a question.
Peanut gallery.
I like to keep.
You can keep them.
Um,
You can keep them.
So I
They
think
know Dion by first name. I
think-
still get a what's your name? Let's keep firing at the hip
Yeah,
there.
who you go to Bulls?
Wasn't that your boy? No, that wasn't my boy. He was on your show, but that was somebody else. That was Warren.
Everybody look at you. They look down. Like,
Yeah.
hey, how's it going?
Check it. Yeah, check it. Hit him in the
They
face
pretty
with
much
that.
said that playoffs. They didn't say it's an option. They didn't say it's a possibility. They say that's what we're shooting.
Yeah, that's the goal.
What's their record?
That's the goal. A little to a lot. Warren, can you pull up the Bulls record real quick for us? We need
Schedule.
we might need to turn you into our part-time statistician as well. One day we'll have our little
Chicago
computers
Bulls
here
record.
that will be under
Yeah,
here,
like
and
the-
we'll just look down at our notes. But until then, we have Warren Bartholomew in the building to help us out. But I mean, as a whole, man, we've already seen the ingredients of a dysfunctional locker room. We have your best player, or it's supposed to be your best player, feuding with the head coach.
Can I
getting
ask a
benched.
question?
Yes.
Why did you stop yourself and say supposed.
As it's supposed to be.
Okay, why did you say that?
If-
Why did you Chris Brown or Marion that?
Yeah, walk it back a little bit.
Yeah.
Because if you're getting benched,
Well, it's supposed to be too. You walked it back, but
if you
it's
get
supposed to
benched
be.
by your head coach, you know he is obviously. I don't think you send message by benching your best player.
Okay.
You know, and then you combine that with him leaving Laurie Markkinen out there, you know, to fight through his demons on the offensive end. And it kind of leaves me a little disconnect to me on how you leave Laurie to do just ride whatever waves he has, and yet you bench, Zach in the first 4 minutes. So no slight to Zach at all. That was an angle from Jim Boylan about the dysfunction on the team.
They're 8-16.
What'd you say?
8-16.
Yeah.
So they're 8-16. Right?
Yuck. And they're still like 3 games
And
back
they're
of the
still
AC.
close. That's why the East is so bad. That's why I said earlier.
It's even more embarrassing.
They're a very surprising team. Lance again chiming in saying that we should use our power for good and had get Jerry to sell the team as much as
Okay.
we wish ECSports had that power.
We know
I
the
don't
saying.
think Mike has that power. Jerry is not giving up this team.
What's the saying, dude?
Ever.
Over my dead body.
Ever.
And that's the truth.
Ever. In
So-
the words of Jimmy Buckets. Ever.
Buckle up. Buckle up.
Jimmy Bucket.
I would like to present this
Said that
opportunity
a lot.
while we have the platform. If there are any of y'all that are interested in the Church of the Los Angeles Lakers, just contact me personally. I will reach out to you through Smoke Signal. If you're interested in supporting the Lakers this year, let me know. Moving on. We touched on this last week. Is Giannis the best player in the league?
No.
Okay. Why not again?
We've already talked about this.
Mm-hmm. But he keeps doing things.
Okay.
Is it not moving the needle for you?
Yeah, he's in the East.
Okay.
As long as Bronny and Bryce's dad
Mm.
is
That
in the
dude.
league,
Yeah. Well, you make a point though.
that's it. That's my guy. I mean to tell you, he walked out the locker room in that Laker game that I was by myself at, and he looked like a fucking monster. He's big.
LeBron's a little scary big.
He walked out and looked at me like, "What was you, man?" LeBron James. I was like, "Hey, you have a right to say that, bro."
You're right.
You
You're
know
right
who
about
doesn't
that,
have a
son.
right to say that? Gennaro Pargo.
He was
Or
one of those
John
deep
Lucas III.
The two people Dion would have never drafted in his basketball fantasy.
Yeah, they were just at the game, so I just brought them up.
Yeah.
Tyrese Thomas. He was actually nice. He said, "What's up, guys? How
Yeah.
you doing?" He wasn't that way in his game, his playing days.
Mm-hmm.
That was good.
So
But yeah.
talk to me real quick, dude, about. And it's so interesting that Dylan
Lance
talks
really
about
is trying to get a rise out of you.
with this Kobe stuff. I mean that's fine. It's fine. It's really
You
hard.
need to get him in the league next
No,
year because there'll be a lot
hop
more
on in the
talking.
fantasy league,
He
man.
tried to,
A
but
little too late.
he couldn't make the draft, and I
Oh.
didn't want us to wait.
Oh, my
but if we
goodness.
go to 10, he's definitely going to be in it.
You
because
taking-
his mouth runs. Kawhi for me.
This is on premium too, my brother. Let's get it. You're taking Kawhi over Giannis.
Yes.
You're taking Kawhi, who is now missing tonight's game by the time you guys are watching this. Another game.
Don't do what I did last year, bucko.
Knee maintenance.
Don't do what I did last year, bucko.
Doubt Kawhi.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Don't do it.
That's fair.
Because when I did it, he got a ring.
That is fair. There
Don't
was a
do
pivot in our shows where it was like, fuck Kawhi, fuck Kawhi, fuck Kawhi. Well, you know what? And it was on that bounce.
Yeah.
Those are your last ones that you had. And then when it bounced, you went through, you're like, well.
My guy Mike from Gordon Tech
Yeah.
is a smart man.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Kobe #2 all time.
yeah, our
Not
live is
getting
hot tonight, baby.
Not getting an argument out of me out of that. But we have 1 minute left on the EC Sports Show. I would be remiss if I did not say that the Los Angeles Lakers had the best record in the NBA. So any
it's
slander,
Milwaukee.
any slander that comes the way about, F the Lakers or F LeBron or F a retired Hall of Famer that's probably going to go down as the second greatest shooting guard of all time, top 10, top 7, top 3.
Now they're going at each other.
You know, it is
Ever
what it
heard of
is.
Kareem?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, when I
We
was
have.
3.
Right. When I was not alive. Like, I just need
This
to.
dude, he'll say Bill Russell.
Like,
You
come
never
on,
saw
man.
him play.
Like,
Stop. He's like, that doesn't change
What about
they
Pistol
did.
Pete, man? Pistol Pete was the best shooting guard of all.
come on, dog.
He said he got a ring playing against Curry and 4 dudes from your barbershop. Wow.
Raggy.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting it's a little hot on this live this
Little
week,
heat.
so we'll just have to keep working on refining how we're going to take care of this,
exactly.
how we're going to work on this.
Mhm.
But we're going to incorporate y'all. Y'all seem like y'all want to be on the show, so let's all talk sports. So
Let's do that.
we're going to kick it over to Danny's 2-minute drill, but we're going to leave you guys with
We're gonna leave TV.
We're gonna leave
For Dan's
TV.
TV. Then we're gonna roll out.
Yep.
Danny. So we got 2 minutes more with these guys.
Oh,
and
we
then
got
we're
2
done.
minutes more with these guys.
Yeah.
So we will see y'all TV land on the other side, EC Sports.
Here's Danny and Callie.
Another epic sports week in the books means another awesome episode of the 2-minute drill brought to you by EC Sports West, and I am your host, Daniel Malgizmal. What's going on, Ricky? And what's going on, Dion? Let's get this 2-minute drill started with the San Francisco 49ers. It seems like they're playing another marquee matchup. This time it was in New Orleans in the Superdome against Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Now the Niners did pull away with this one in a 48-46 victory, but it wasn't because of their defense. It was because of the heroics of Jimmy G. Jimmy Garoppolo has thrown 4 touchdowns in multiple games this season, and he's actually proving his worth as a quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers. Now moving forward, this team is looking elite. This team has a great running game, great balance on both sides of the ball, and with the leadership and with what Jimmy G's doing with his accuracy, throwing from intermediate routes to deep routes, this team is a contender for the Super Bowl. Now let's take it to the East Bay and flip it to the Oakland Raiders. At one point, this team was 6-4, riding high, and they were actually the number 6 seed in the wild card for the playoffs. Not anymore. It doesn't seem like John Gruden's got these guys fired up. It seems like Derek Carr's struggling, and with Josh Jacobs sitting out last Sunday, didn't look too good for them either. The Tennessee Titans went into Oakland and blew them out of the water. Ryan Tannehill threw 3 touchdowns, and it didn't look too well in their second to last home game ever at OCO. Now next week they are playing the Jacksonville Jaguars. I expect them to come away with a victory because it is the last game ever in Oakland, and let's see how their fans handle it. And finally, the EC Sports Fantasy Football Playoff race. It doesn't seem like I am getting far due to the Eagles' offense. Thank you, Carson Wentz, for not letting me get this victory in the playoffs in the first round. I am officially out. Now, when it comes to Ricky, he actually came away with a victory, and he does have Lamar Jackson. He does seem like one of the favorites to win it all. And when it comes to Dion, let's plan for next year, man. And that was your 2-minute drill brought to you by EC Sports West. Once again, I am your host, Daniel Malgizmal. Ricky, Dion, we'll see you next time.